Now slowly come up. It's all right.
Yeah, oh my Lord.
All right, it is Memorial Day weekend, our second day on the trails. Today we're going to our local trail called Die Trying. This is a great trail, has a lot of optional stuff in it, and I always have a great time on this trail, so we'll see how today goes. Now yesterday, Emily drove Cactus the entire trail. I didn't drive once. Then she drove all of Calamity and all of the exits on Calamity. She drove the entire day. I didn't drive once, and today she's driving again. So she's doing absolutely awesome, and we're just having a blast out here. All right, we are working our way up to the first boulder section on Die Trying Trail, and Emily's leading the pack. We're gonna see which line she's gonna pick through here. I think this trail has a lot of like great boulder sections that are super fun to play around in. A little more passenger. Now driver. There you go. All right, Ems, now.
Down to the river, down to the river. Oh, bury me, carry me, oh, far beneath. Oh, fire and water me, going down deep.
Hard passenger.
In this video, we're giving it a more real, in-time type feeling. It's going to be a little bit less edited, a little bit less music, and more just the communication between me and Emily and what's going on in the trail.
Real easy. You're going. Nice. Good job.
Music is one of those things that nobody ever seems to agree on. But one thing I know is I try to use music to cover up undesirable sounds in the background, like squeaking and creaking of a rock crawler, wind, different things like that. So that's some of the reasons we use music in the background. However, in this video, I'm just letting the natural sounds stay out there.
A little. It's going. There you go. There you go. Go up high. Okay, now you can turn passenger downhill. See? Okay, now straighten it up. Come forward while straightening. There you go.
We're always looking for feedback, so let us know. What do you prefer? A more natural feeling video without music and extra editing and such, or a shorter video with more editing and more music? Let us know down in the comments below.
You could go over the top of these rocks, straighten it up. Otherwise you're going to get diffed out up there. There you go. Ems. Okay, keep going. Ems, if you work the rear steer, passenger. Yep, right there. Now give it a little gas while going forward. A little bit more. Nope, we're too diffed out. Now turn it driver. Rear driver. Okay, now try coming forward. There it is. Now straighten the rear. All right, lids. go.
I watched the video. I was like, okay, I got the line now. You have to go over.
Hitting the steering wheel?
Hey, Robert, that back. Never go passenger out that street.
Yeah. Okay, Ems. Let's do a little rear passenger. Yeah, see how it's settling down too? Straight in the front. Turn front passenger. There you go. It's climbing. Hold up. You're good. It's settling down. You're perfect. There you go. Now rear. I want you to go rear driver. Yes. Really good. Way to stay calm. It's going. Ems, let's look at the other side before you go over this. That's a big drop. We got to get you over here more. So let's back you up like 2 feet. A little bit more. Okay, now come forward, driver. Forward. Yep.
Now people can run up this trail as fast as they want, straight up the middle, and go right up and out of it if that's what they want to do. However, if you want to take your time and make a day of it, you can sit there and play around on all the boulders along this trail that are super fun.
Yep, there it is.
The thing is, this is a pretty quiet buggy overall as far as the motor and everything's concerned. So you do end up hearing a lot of the creaks and squeaks on this thing. And after you've been driving it for a few days, well, those heim joints start to get a little bit drier. So that's some of the noises that you're hearing in the background. I get a lot of questions from people about how I built my buggy, including different components like how I built the rear steer axle. I think it's great. Feel free to continue asking those questions. Another thing I'd just like to remind people is I built this buggy completely on YouTube, and the entire build is here on YouTube under Buggy Build Playlist.
Forget the smile.
This is another little technical spot that we're going to put Emily
like
into.
Now,
We're going to see how she does here.
Rear passenger. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. Now hold this. Now more front driver, rear, harder. Yep. You're okay. Yeah, kind of work that front.
She's doing a good job working that front steering wheel to help unbind that drivetrain.
Let me look at the front. You're not hitting anything right here. Maybe if you can turn it a little bit passenger front and come forward. A little bit more passenger front. Yeah. You're almost there. Wiggle the front steering wheel. It's climbing. Okay, Ems. Now you gotta turn hard driver. Real slow, come forward. Up. We have to back up. Let's straighten the rear axle first. Rear driver. Okay, now I want you to turn it, the front passenger. Okay, now back up, real slow. Real slow. Okay, right there. Now turn front driver. Okay, right there. Now I want you to come forward real slow. You're on your diff a little, so what we're going to do is take the rear and push it passenger. Yep, a little bit more. Yeah, now come forward slowly. Work the rear. Okay, keep the front straight now. Straight in the front. You're just stuck on your rear axle just a little bit. Okay, right there, front. Now, rear passenger. Yeah. Turn front driver, because it's spinning you around, okay? Yep, like that. Now come forward. Let's take the rear the other way. See if that comes off there. Yeah, you're like up on the diff. Now try that real slow. There it goes. Now real slow. Okay, a little bit front passenger, just a little bit. Right there. Yep. Okay, I'm stopped. We're kind of like diffed out. So let's back up a little before we get stuck. Perfect. Back up a little more. You're all right. Okay, now come forward more driver, front driver. What we're gonna do is get this rock to grab this tire. Get that tire to grab that rock right there. Okay, right there. Real slow and easy does it. You're doing good. Now you can straighten the front a little. There it goes. Okay, okay. Now what I want you to do is turn front passenger. And you should be able to drive on out of there. That's a pretty good hole right there she just drove through. That was awesome. She stayed calm, cool, and collected. I'm just letting her drive wherever she wants right now. Feel it out. See what happens. Ruby, get out of there. There's Ruby up on the rock. Really good, Ems. Good throttle control. Really good job on that one. Here's some instruction.
Emily is doing a really good job at staying patient and just working her way through these boulder fields. One of the big things in these boulder fields that you can have happen is get your differential stuck on the rocks. At that point, you can either back up or you can try and work your steering.
Ruby's up here.
Our type of wheeling style is simple. It's slow and calculated. We work our way through these rocks and pick our way through, trying to be as easy on our drivetrain as we can. When you just hammer your way through the rocks, you get through there, but it's a lot harder on your components, and you need a lot more expensive drivetrain parts to hold up to that type of wheeling.
Everything's like extra creaky on this buggy today. I didn't grease the... Matt Ems? We gotta make sure we don't hit the ram on that rock. Okay, straighten it up a little. There you go. You'll be fine.
Maddie gives her big sister some words of encouragement as she continues working her way up through these boulder fields. Driving through this type of nuisance rock, these just randomly thrown about boulders, is really good practice for learning where to place your tires as you're picking your way through rock fields.
So Zig broke his buggy yesterday, so today he's riding a trials bike for first time up die trying. Look at him go.
My birthday. Yeah. I really wanted it.
Heck yeah. How'd it go?
Good. A little bit more of a workout than the old crawler, but
just like that. Little driver, front driver, there you go.
We're coming up to a section of trail that has changed a ton over the years. Now it's opened up a really cool left line that goes around this boulder. We'll see how Emily does.
All right, Ems, now I want you to turn hard passenger. Yeah. Rear driver. Yeah.
I first tried taking Emily around this corner, staying a little too far driver.
Rear driver a little more. There you go. Ems, I want you. It's looking pretty good. See the lizard? Okay, straighten the rear a little bit. Just a little, right there. Ems, can we back up a little? You're okay. It's okay.
She's hung up on the belly of the crawler right here. She's doing a very good job at staying patient and just using light throttle to try and get back off this rock.
Okay, right there, I want you to turn straighter front and come forward. Turn a little bit more driver. Yeah. Well, turn harder driver. Even more, yeah. Even more front driver. You're okay. You're fine.
We get her to reline back up and drop that front passenger tire down in that hole. This will allow her to spin around this big rock.
Like that. Now start turning passenger front. And then, wait, just go forward slowly. Okay, Ems, now rear driver. Right there, okay. Now forward, front passenger. Front passenger towards me. As you come forward, slowly. Front passenger.
She has to keep that passenger side of the buggy up against that rock so she can pivot around this rock.
Follow that line. More front passenger. Front passenger.
This is what it looks like from Emily's perspective in the driver's seat. You can see that big rock down on the passenger side that she's pivoting around. And this is what she can see from where she's sitting. She wiggles the steering wheel here to help unbind the drivetrain. That's a little trick that seems to help get things moving.
There you go. Now what you're going to have to do, let's just come forward real slow.
Right here, you can see why we use Super Duty outers to get 45 to 50 degrees steering on the front and rear axle. It really helps in these situations to be able to pivot around in a sharp angle.
Perfect. When I want the back to fall in that hole, that's good.
Right here, you can see just how hard she's leaning on that passenger side of that rock crawler. She's trusting that's not going to tip over and that front driver's side tire is going to drop back down and settle out.
You can't tip over. You're
Straighten
in the
your tires in the front a little. Straighten up the front. There you go.
Just like that. Follow that. You're almost over it.
More straight in the front. Go more driver in the front. More driver. Okay, keep as you're going forward. There.
She's trying to work that steering wheel, but even that 3" by 9" ram's having a hard time, as pinned up as it is against that rock. So she has to continue to move forward and wiggle the steering wheel to try to get it to turn.
You're almost through it. Now what I want you to do is straighten the rear.
Which way is the rear?
Okay, rear passenger. More rear passenger. Even go more, because you're going to have to make this corner down here. Now you're going to have to start, as this drops down, you're going to have to start turning hard driver.
More. Driver, driver, driver. Whole bunch.
Like really hard driver.
As far as you can go driver.
It's okay, just as it comes forward, start turning the driver.
Get Ruby out of the way.
Oh, like really hard driver. It's okay, just as it comes forward, start turning the driver.
Get Ruby out of the way.
Ruby! Get out there. Maddie, will you deal with that dog? Em, you're almost there. There it is! Ems, now rear passenger.
Right here, you can see just how far that rear axle turns to help make this pivot corner.
There. Wait, is that back drop? All right, there. Wait, is that back drop? All right, you're good. Perfect. Follow that until you straighten up and straighten it out. Look at that, man. Look at what you just went through. Right there. Straighten her up. You stayed calm, cool, collected. A little bit more rear passenger to straighten it out. Yeah, there you go. Cool. You're good? Perfect. Perfect. Follow that until you straighten up and straighten it out. Look at that, man. Just went through.
Okay, straighten your rear out.
Right there. Straighten her up.
Down to the river, sing oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, going down deep, singing oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, watching me think everything.
You're okay.
Zig's killing it on the trials bike. That's his first time ever riding one, and he's riding up a 9 rated trail. That's why we like those things. That's why we got them. Man, they are a blast. All right, here's the last hill up Die Trying. All the way up there. It's a long, loose, steep hill with a lot of rolling rocks. Zig's trying to figure out where he's going to take the trials bike up this. I'm going to have to get this on video.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to map this out a little bit.
I don't want to drive it up there. Once you get past here, there's a little...
Yeah, I think I can get through here, get up in there, get a little breathing room. And then,
Once you're past this part, this opens up a bit.
yeah. Okay.
Then you can kind of ride on that
Yeah, I think I'll just
slick
slide
rock.
that right on the rock there, and then kind of get up into that shelf.
This hill is steep and long.
Just a reminder, we're a small family YouTube channel. If you've made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Liking the video. Leave us a comment. Let us know. What do you think? What do you think of Emily's driving lately?
All right, Ems is going up this last hill here. So you can see it's steep and loose. Ems, you're on a great line. What she's trying to do is stay on top of these rocks so she doesn't get those differentials hung up on these loose, big boulders. And I'm just trying to walk up this hill behind her. Got a little slick rock section here. Basically gives you a lot more traction. That looks really good. Yeah, turn passenger. She's feeling it out. That's all right. Sometimes just got back up. Try it again, huh, Maddie? What is that? And what'd you find there? It's like a wire or something. All right. Yeah, she's in much better position this time. There she goes. Looking good. Now she's looking at the next section. How's she gonna tackle this next one? I don't know. Just gonna let her feel it out. Ah, perfect. She's doing it perfect. Just letting her do more and more of just driving without me spotting. You notice she's not using much rear steer, which is good. You don't need to overuse it. Just learning how to drive without rear steer is probably the better thing to do. Here comes Lydia. Lydia's doing a little bit of rock bouncing up the hill. She likes to use a little bit of that skinny pedal. Ems is very calm, cool, and calculated. Here's little Maddie walking up the hill with her Goats Trail G-pad on. Thanks again to Goats Trail for helping us out. She just keeps crawling this. She is getting about halfway up right now, getting closer to the top. Just gonna let her keep feeling it out. I'm walking up this hill, just plain sweating my butt off. Ems, rear passenger. Yep. And then remember to straighten her back up. That cheater steer helps every time.
This next section of die trying is really going to put Emily to her biggest test yet. This big wall at the end of die trying is completely optional. There's another way out of there. However, we're going to put her on one of the lines and see how she does.
Hello. Okay, a little bit passenger. Passenger. It's okay. Okay, right there, real nice and easy. Just follow that.
We're trying to get the front end up and over this ledge.
A little bit more passenger. You're gonna have to stay harder passenger. Almost. A little bit more passenger.
The issue is that the rear tires are on loose dirt down below, and it's having a hard time pushing the front end over that ledge.
You're almost there. Ems, can you go rear driver a little? Yeah. It's starting to go. Keep following that. It's okay. All right, Em, straighten the rear a little rear passenger. Yeah, right there. Yeah, just like that. You're okay.
We're just having a hard time getting that front end up and over this ledge. The rear is just on too loose of rock. We just don't have the traction.
Try and gum a little bit driver front. A little bit. Driver front. Right there. You're almost there. Maybe a little bit more driver front. Yeah. All right, more rear driver. Yeah.
This spot is proving to be Emily's biggest test yet.
Ems, can you work the front just a little back and forth as you come forward? More rear driver. More rear. More. Yeah, try that. Ems, a little bit front passenger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shoot. Right there.
We end up losing the line, and her back end ends up sliding over onto a big boulder, and the rest of the tires are all on loose dirt. We just can't get any traction right here. I should have started spotting her way more passenger rather than getting off into the soft stuff.
Driver, front. Right there. More driver front. Driver front. Okay, now keep doing that. You're probably going to have to come more rear passenger. Yeah, now try that. You're just going to have to kind of stay in it.
At this point, I ask her if she wants me to take over driving. After all, I got her into this spot. This was one of those spots that just continued to get worse. I just kept sliding more driver side off the line and getting stuck on that big loose rock. Basically, all that was holding me up at this point was a big dead tree that I was stuck on. So we decided to bring Lydia around and winch me up.
I should probably just winch with somebody before I take this tree out.
Instead of driving up and around, Lydia tries to drive up next to me, sliding into me a little bit and pushing me even further down this hill. She ends up driving around the main exit so she can come to the top and hook the winch up to me. You can see all the loose rock and the dead tree that I was hung up on. The safest thing to do is just to winch back out of here as I start to get my front diff stuck on another loose boulder. can see just how steep and how loose the rock is at this particular spot. I'm barely winching back out of it. I decided at this point that I wasn't going to give up. I was going to drive back down there and find the right line. Todd starts going up to take on that far right line. He ends up lining up on this one perfectly.
You're about there, Hod. There you go.
Right as Hod's about to crest over the top of this, we hear a kid scream in the background. Everyone runs over to see what's going on. The good thing is, the kids were okay after all. Jaden Wellfelt starts working the right line on the die-trying exit. This is an off-camber line that you have to approach from a far driver's side off-camber angle. As Jaden works that far right line, I decided to go back up and give that far left line another shot. I wanted to see what we did wrong that first time. Something ended up letting go in Jaden's front end.
Yeah, we broke something.
I continue working that far left line. This spot sure has changed because typically you barely slip a tire over on this side. But things are really loose today. After searching for traction, I finally get that rear passenger tire to bite on that ledge. The issue was I started Emily too far off to the left and should have started her off more in the middle of that line.
You got it, Rob, right there. Keep it all the way passenger.
I decide to spin back around and work that far right line as well. This is what it feels like sitting in the driver's seat on this line. It really doesn't feel good. You're leaning over really off camber, leaning down that long hill that pictures don't do it justice. It's a long way back down that hill, and you just have to trust that that front end's gonna bite and start to pull you back up. It doesn't feel right, but what I have to do is keep turning passenger till I can get that front end to slide over enough to finally bite that notch in the rocks.
You're good.
At this point, it really doesn't feel good. That front end's not biting where I wanted it to, and I'm sliding down the hill a little bit passenger.
You gonna stay up there?
Yeah, it's staying up there. You're on your front diff, so turn all the way driver. Yeah, right there. Now try to climb that. Get off your diff. Okay, cut it a little bit passenger over here. Try to push through it, yeah. Keep coming.
I want to go in that middle. It's all right.
Usually, I'd have to back up right here and reposition to get in that little notch to the left. But that's the beauty of having rear steer. Just turn it driver and let it work its way over into that notch. I really like this camera angle because it really does give a good perspective of what it's like sitting in the driver's seat looking at your tires.
Yeah.
There you go. Come a little bit more. There you go. You can bring the rear end this way and try to climb that line.
I want to go in that middle.
Okay, then you're gonna have to come forward and back up.
All right.
Or front, dig it over there. You might be able to climb that, Rob.
All right, we had another awesome day on the trail. Just finishing up here, driving back. All right, Ems, put it in first gear. We're dropping off the backside of Cactus and trying, and it's kind of sketchy. All right, Ems, just real slow. You drop off this ledge and you can't even like see below you. All right, Ems, real good job. You see forever out there. The views up here are just awesome. We end up dropping down the back and going back to camp. Another fantastic day out on the trail. Emily did awesome. We just had a blast.